What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. Today we're going to be making an original cocktail called a shark-infested custard. And there's a very long story surrounding this drink, but I think that you're really going to like it. So I implore you to listen to my long spiel. If you don't want to listen to my long spiel, I put a timestamp below. Just click it and you'll go right to the making of the cocktail. But it's an interesting story, and I think you're going to really enjoy the story. So, over time, a few of you have found out that I have an IMDb page. Like, obviously somebody's been Googling my name and my IMDb page came up, and I have some acting stuff on there because I used to take acting very seriously. And I stopped a few years ago to really focus on bartending and really kind of perfect that. And then obviously it led to the show. And a lot of the reason why the show happened was because I had worked in production a little bit while I was acting. Marius is trying not to cough off camera, and just, there you go, get it out. Just get it out. So a lot of the way the show came about, now that we have gotten past the rude interruption, was that I was working in production a little bit while I was acting, and I met Marius, and we were both production assistants on various films, televisions, and mostly commercials together. And then I took my on-camera experience and my bartending experience to start this channel. One of the last projects that I did, though, was a short film by a really talented filmmaker named Hunter Adams called Strange. And basically what happened was my friend Dave and I got together and decided that we wanted to make a short film. And Dave was friends with Hunter and brought him in. And then Dave brought his other friend in, Eric Lim, and both Dave and Eric produced this short film that we ended up making called Strange. Strange is based on a book called The Shark-Infested Custard, which was written by a guy named Charles Willeford, who was a pulp writer from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, I believe. I think 50s, 60s, and 70s. Definitely 60s and 70s, maybe 50s. The most, I think, popular book that he wrote was called Miami Blues. They turned it into a 1990s movie with Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, there you go. Didn't forget. Just a little brain fart, but didn't forget. Which was, it was a good representation of what he does, but all of his books sort of take place in Miami, and this one is no exception. The book is about these guys that live in a singles housing complex in Miami who go to this bar called the White Shark all the time, and they have a friendly bet about who can, basically the one character is named Hank, and he's really full of himself. And so the other guys bet that Hank can't go to a drive-in movie and pick up a woman. And he takes them on, they make a monetary bet, they go down to a drive-in movie theater, and he picks up a girl, but when he comes out with her, she's obviously underage. And they have an argument about whether or not the underage pickup is actually part of the, against the rules of the bet. And while they're arguing, she dies. And then they try to unravel the mystery of how she died. And all hell breaks loose, and they end up inadvertently killing a bunch of people. And it's an awesome just like piece of pulp writing, really. And it was my favorite acting job. The last thing I did, or one of the last things I did, turned out to be one of my absolute favorite things. And for reasons I'm not going to get into, it's actually never going to see the light of day. So I thought that I would do a cocktail. Now that I'm getting into tiki stuff, I thought I would do a cocktail, just like a really wild cocktail. Kind of just inspired by the characters on there. I mean, if you look at the character of Buddy, look at this guy. Let's just take a look at this guy. That guy drinks out of a pineapple. They all drink out of pineapples, I think. And so I wanted to make a cocktail where you drink out of a pineapple, but it's like a very robust, very alcoholic thing. All right, let's get into it. Oh, I wanted to show you guys a clip, and I almost forgot. Marius, roll the clip.
3 different gas cards with 3 different names on them.
Which one is you?
I just don't like to get gas at the same 3 places, you know what I'm saying, man?
Breathe. What's her name?
I told you I don't know her name.
There's no point in lying to us. We know that she was waiting for you at the drive-in. She told us. What's her name?
Hildy. Her name's Hildy.
Hildy what?
I don't know, man. She's just this little girl who does some work for me sometimes at El Sereno.
El Sereno Middle School?
Yeah, that's right. Middle school.
Do you know how old she is?
No, it's none of my business. I do know she's in the 8th grade, though.
Now, come on, guys. Is that not awesome or is it not awesome? All right, now that you've seen the clip, let's get into making the drink. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the head off this pineapple. And you want to try and do it in a straight line, but it looks like I'm already failing. So I'm going to try and do this in as straight a line as possible. That's pretty good, right? Is it good? We're going to set this guy aside. Then we're going to take this guy. This is a pineapple core, and we're going to place it in the center of the pineapple, and we're going to twist it while holding the base of the pineapple to get rid of the interior of the pineapple. Now, you don't want to go all the way through the pineapple or it's not going to hold any liquid. So I like to sort of pull it out and sort of check where we're at. We definitely need more, so I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be a bit of a process, so bear with me. And if you decide to make this drink, it's going to be a bit of a process for you, but it's going to have a very nice reward. That being said, if you don't want to do all these steps that I'm doing, you can definitely just make it in a glass. But I think you should. I actually want comments from everyone who cored out a pineapple to make this drink. I want every single one of you guys that actually made this way to comment below. There we go. Pull out that core. That looks deep enough. I'm struggling. There we go. Boom. Now, as you can see, there is no ice on here. I just want to let you know that I did not forget the ice. I just didn't bring it out because I knew this was going to be a very long spiel and kind of a long episode, and I didn't want it to get wet while we were doing this because we really need, for reasons that will become apparent very soon, we need to have very cold pebble ice. And we don't have a lot of pebble ice left, so I didn't want to mess it up. Now, as you can see, we still have this core in the middle here. So I'm going to cut that out because we don't want that in our final drink. And you gotta be careful when you do this. You just pull it out. We do not want that core because it's just taking up space. I feel like the last time I did this, it was like a little easier to do. People are gonna be like, why are you putting your hand on the pineapple? Because it's my own pineapple, that's fine. Little more, guy. Come on out. Come on out, buddy. It's like I'm talking to Lily, kind of. All right. I think that's enough. See, look, the more I struggle with this pineapple, the longer this episode's going to be. Cool. Now we're going to set that aside. I'm going to get a rag, and I'm going to wipe my hands really quickly, guys. Sorry. Whoa, back. All right, just lots of pineapple juice on my hands. Very sticky. All right, now let's make the drink. So first thing we're gonna do, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of Licor 43, which is like a vanilla liqueur. Well, vanilla amongst other things, a bit spiced vanilla kind of. We're gonna do 1/2 ounce of Smith & Cross Navy strength rum. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of Plantation Pineapple. Stiggins Fancy, love it. It's one of my favorite rums. And then we're gonna do 1 ounce of coconut cream. Now I shall go get our ice. I'm gonna need a little bit of an ice pick to not that. There we go. I'm hoping that we have enough ice to fill it out because I cut our pineapple, so that's it. All right, a little skosh. I got a little more crushed ice in the fridge if we don't have enough. Put that in there. Put our pineapple in here. Give it a nice little whip shake. Pour it into our pineapple. And then we're gonna fill it with crush, or with pebble. For that matter, I keep on calling it crush, but it's actually pebble ice. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I think I'm gonna stick our little sippy cylinder in there. Is that a nice color, you think? Is that a good one? Yeah. For this cocktail? I'm gonna stick that in there ahead of time. We're gonna garnish with some pine. Well, now this is where we can take our pineapple head, pull out some pineapple fronds, stick those bad boys in there. We're gonna do some orchids. And then I've taken the spent husk of a lime and we're gonna set it in here, kind of on the side so we can still see those flowers. All right, and we're gonna take a cube of sugar and stick it in there. We're gonna take our sugar. Well, we don't even have to take our sugar. We're just gonna take a little Lemon Heart 151 and we're gonna douse the sugar cube in 151, and then we're gonna light it on fire. If I can get it to light on fire. So here we have like a nice little flame going, and you guys can't really see it. You can see the sugar caramelizing, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna garnish with a little cinnamon, and when we hit it up with cinnamon, you see like these nice sort of flames popping up. See that? There you go. A little bit of cinnamon. Then we're gonna blow the flame out. And we're gonna take a sip. Yes! I mean, that is like a rum bomb. That is just like coconut cream. I mean, here's the deal. I designed this around Pina Colada Day. We did a Miami Vice for our Pina Colada Day episode, but this is just like an incredible, just like rum bomb. It's got like it's got the creaminess of the coconut, but then you've got your pineapple rum. We're serving it in a pineapple, and we've got the overproofness. This is that kind of a robust sort of overproofness of the Smith & Cross. You've got the lemon. I wanted it to taste like custard, so that's why I used Licor 43, because custard is sort of lemony and vanilla-y. So I wanted to use that vanilla liqueur and kind of bounce that off the lemon. And there you have it. So good. Love it. All right, guys. If you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe. Oh! I almost forgot something. I had this Angostura up here. Maris was giving me a look. You can also do like a little Angostura float. And you can do that to add a little bitterness to the cocktail. Didn't want to forget that. Yeah, and that's it. So there you have it, my friends, the shark-infested custard. If you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe and support us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. We've got some exclusive content there. And then on top of that, hit the little bell and you can get notified every time we make a video. Okay, guys, I will see you guys next time.